My name is Shane Bardiau. I do front of house for 21 Pilots, and today we're at the Open Air Theater in San Diego. My setup consists of the Pro 2. I'm also pairing it with waves and multi-track via the 9650 from Clark Technic. It's been great. It's really a plug and play and runs very smooth every night. I had to split up the computers, so I had to run my laptop to do multi-track, and I have a rack computer built by VER to run my waves. It just kind of adds a little bit more of a punch to that Midas sound that I get from the Pre's. And it's powerful and smooth and works great every night. I started out as I played guitar for a while, but then I was kind of more interested in the recording. And so I kind of did a little bit of that at home. I built a basement studio, recorded a bunch of friends' bands, and that's kind of how I got interested in audio. And then I volunteered at a 600 cab club called the Crocodile in Seattle. I was lucky enough to have a mentor who was really excellent in what he did, and he taught me everything that he knew. And from there, I started offering friends bands to work for free. I'd go out there and try to make it work, just guessed in everything I did, and eventually I got pretty good at it. The first time I ever used a Midas console was a festival that my friends asked me to come do sound for. And it was on a huge analog desk, very intimidating. I walked up to it, had no idea what to do, kind of looked at it, and all right, here we go, got a line check, and that's all we had. And it was an XL4. The kick drum, turned up the gain knob, and I go, holy crap, this sounds really good. And from there, I've been hooked on Midas ever since. One thing I really like about the Midas consoles are the pop groups, especially, because I've got two artists on stage who constantly, or one of them constantly changes instruments. And so I use those pop groups as instrument changes pretty much. So I have 16 channels right in front of me for each song that I have a different instrument change. Say he goes to bass, I've got a song with all the bass instruments, everything else I need right in front of me. He goes to the piano, same thing. Goes to the synth, same thing. Goes to the uke, same thing. And it's very quick and easy, and I don't ever have to look for things. It's always right in front of me, which is hard to find on such a small compact desk. Currently I'm using the Midas Reverb. Now, I went through the console and I tried every single reverb that this desk had to offer, and the stock Midas one was the one that came out on top. A couple days into rehearsal and it was dialed, and haven't touched it since, and I love it everywhere we go. One feature that I love about having this desk is the app that comes along with it, the Mix Sender app. Every day when I walk into a room, I've got multiple zones, up to 6, up to 7 zones that I have to go and I have to EQ and dial in. And the best way to do that is to grab that app on my iPad and walk around and listen to each zone. And it gives me the full control over each zone that I can go through instead of, I don't carry a lake or anything like that. And so this is the easiest and best way for me to do that, and it's been great. When I got asked to do this position for this band, I went into an office, sat it down with a bunch of people at VR, and I sat there and I thought about that one time where I mixed that festival and I had that XL4. And I wanted that sound. And so I requested, I was like, I want Midas, and Midas all the way. And to be honest with you, we're 6 months into this now, and I am so glad that I chose Midas. It has never failed me once, sounded great everywhere we've gone. We've had horrible PAs, we've had good PAs, and the Midas sound has always been there for me. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Shane here with 21 Pilots.
And you swear